Las Vegas, Nevada. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Arizona Cardinals taking on Ryan Fitzpatrick and the Washington football team.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Washington football team and the Arizona Cardinals. Vegas. And this carries into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the #1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
Throwing on first down is Murray. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And this one caught by Max Williams. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. A first carry for the Fordham Rams. Edmonds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 12. Shotgun now for Murray. Green's got it over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On the draw, Connor. So they fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Murray now on first down. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he's taken down inside the 30. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. From the gun, Murray rolling to his left. He's going to take off with it. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 13-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray, rolling to his right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. From the gun, a give to Connor. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray with a touchdown throw to DeAndre Hopkins. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but, well, the thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
Extra point good by Prater. And it's now a 7-0 game. touchdown out is Prater to kick. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be led by their veteran quarterback. He's been in the league for a while, since 2005, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
He's one of those guys that's been around the block a few times in the NFL. And at this stage in his career, what he lacks in big playability, he more than makes up for it in veteran leadership, a real knowledge of the game, and being a terrific locker room presence.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On third down, Fitzpatrick winds up and lets it go for Samuel. That's caught inside the 20. That is into the end zone for the Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 75 yards. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. A good balanced attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
yeah, what's
guy,
going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll set up to throw. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Jonathan Allen able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
on second down. It's Connor. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
He was frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down. Operating from the gun, Murray. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. A Cardinal first down, Murray to Hopkins.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line?
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Murray. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Now Green. Well, staying on the ground. Let's hope he's all right. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Third and 2, and here's Murray. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. These two teams all tied after 1. Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing now is Murray. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. Pass DeAndre Hopkins. He's all alone. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. He's having a nice little first half here, partner. It's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over. Now Prater to add to PAT. Got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. First down. It's Gibson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick throwing complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
The 30-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Jordan Phillips is the one on the stop.
Gain of a yard.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. An incomplete crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Fitzpatrick looking again for Thomas. This time complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll throw again. Fitzpatrick. He finds Humphries. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
1st and goal.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? To throw is Fitzpatrick. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Adam Humphries there to make the grab. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. They start with a give to Connor. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. They'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now
second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. That ball complete to Isabella. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Murray again. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here.
A 32-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0.
17. Washington, 14.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense.
And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick.
They'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a pickup of 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Fitzpatrick.
And he's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, and it's second down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action now. Fitzpatrick. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Here's Fitzpatrick. And he finds McLaurin. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Fitzpatrick on first down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of the formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
He's brought down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down now. It's Gibson, and he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 30. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down.
Got a man. It's Gibson, complete.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
So 2nd and 4 from the 22.
Fitzpatrick. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And caught out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guy guys will get the football back. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Fitzpatrick.
We'll find Gibson here complete.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. And it is caught at the 7-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
So now on 4th down, Washington will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins.
From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will tie things at 17 all.
17.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the Arizona offense about set to take over.
He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have the 2 touchdown catches.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Going deep for Hopkins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big game.
about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
That's good for a Cardinals. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On the run is Connor. Down to the 25. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd and 9. Murray, Green's got it over the middle. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
From the gun, Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Murray able to connect with Christian Kirk. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
On to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Washington offense set to take over. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They go play action. Fitzpatrick. Now Fitzpatrick hit. It's out. He lost the football. Fortunate to
get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And he'll complete this to Gibson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. Second and 5 now. Fitzpatrick. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's going to get this deep on an Arizona side of the field. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just have receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. The second touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Murray sliding out of the pocket. He'll run it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Murray now to throw. He may try and run for this. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
First down, Murray. And it's incomplete.
Man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a 1st down.
Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Murray. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Operating from the gun, Murray. Got a man over
Cardinals keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And Murray, he's going to run with it himself. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been flat getting it done. 8 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They run with Connor. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. You have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So here comes the veteran Matt Prater in a big spot in this ball game.
A 32-yard attempt.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0.
27. Washington 24.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Fitzpatrick set to lead this offense. Down 27-24, 2:10 on the clock. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. First down, Fitzpatrick. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. Pass caught left side by Humphries. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Fitzpatrick throwing complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
On first down, Gibson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
Cardinals 44-yard line.
Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He finds Humphreys. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 25-yard line.
13 yards there and a Washington first.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Fitzpatrick.
And yet again, it's Humphreys.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Very much in range for a tying field goal as they hurry to the line. From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to potentially send us to overtime. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds.
27.
Kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21.
The football going back over to Arizona now.
They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Murray now on first down. Caught left side, Williams. A good rally to the football, keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Draw play, Edmonds. They see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Murray going to throw. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run for this. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Murray now on first down. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Murray. Oh, and it's intercepted. Plays by Kendall Fuller. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Now the first throw in overtime for Fitzpatrick. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Baker on the tackle. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 11.
What can Fitzpatrick do in the OT? And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Here's Tressway now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They begin on the ground here with Connor. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This being their second opportunity in overtime, third overall drive. See if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On the ground, it's Edmonds. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Here's Andy Lee now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored, that's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let the team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Got to be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickel and dime down the field.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And they work this well off-field across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on 1st down.
Got a man, it's Gibson, complete.
And he is in for the score. It's absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.
Washington.
To see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everybody.